crochet, day 149, Montreal.
Welcome to another day of van life in Montreal. Kinda. We're cheating a little bit because we're using our friend's Airbnb as an indoor space, but we still sleep in there, so that's something. Our day starts with Beanie getting her morning walk. Today seems to be a good day. No rain. Yay, there's even some blue sky. This park is cool because there's actually an outdoor amphitheater. It'd be cool to see something live here. I want to come back in the summer. Anyway, I get back to Rebecca and we're having St. Viateur bagels for breakfast. We didn't put them in the fridge and I found an ant on mine. I removed said ant and I still ate the bagel. I'm not the only one who would do that, right? While we eat, Beanie tries to wake Tash, but to no avail. So we set off outside. And wow, look, actual sun. Montreal is super fun. Look, weird car. Okay, now back to the place and helmet mode activated. Biking is the way to go here, especially since there's a transit strike and driving the van around and finding parking would suck. Or rather, I believe it would suck as we've never actually done it. So the first spot of the day is Café Olimpico in Mile End. This was Rebecca's pick. It's an Italian-style coffee shop, whatever that means. This is what it looks like inside. There are espresso drinks and desserts. Also, it's super busy in here. Rebecca got a mocha and I got a lemon granita, I think. I don't want anything coffee and I didn't feel like tea latte. Also, these drinks were so cheap. It was $7.75 for both. Crazy. And since it was so cheap, desserts are now on the horizon. We got a cannoli and a tiramisu. I don't think I've ever had a cannoli before. Alright, now off we go. Biking again. I don't know what to say for this part of the voiceover, but I want to include the bike ride so my future self can remember the vibe. Anyway, we're now at our next spot, La Banquise. See, I told you we'd make it here. Also, I love the colors of the building. So quirky. This is the famous poutine shop and it's open 24 hours. So we get a pulled pork poutine, a guac and sour cream poutine, and Tash gets the smoked meat one. I really like the pulled pork one and it went really well with the guac and sour cream because it was like lighter. Tash said his was way too salty. Also, the portions were huge even though we only got the regular size, so we packed it all up and then dropped it off back at the place. After that, we biked to Old Montreal to meet up with Tash again, and because we forgot to see the Notre Dame Basilica. It's a little harder to bike here with the cobblestones and no bike lanes. Anyway, we find Tash, take a glimpse at the Basilica, and yeah, I remember here being on my grade 8 field trip. I wonder if I still have pictures of that. Okay, now we walk around a little just to see what this part of the city looks like. More fancy, the building's more solid looking. Wandering around is fun. Anyway, back to the bikes, and on to the next stop, the only alley bubble tea shop in Montreal. Tash convinced us to try his favorite drink as of late. I didn't take his recommendation though, and I got the strawberry yogurt one instead. And he was right, the mango coconut mochi one was better. Dang, should have listened to you, Tash. After that, we make it back to the Airbnb, take Beanie for her nighttime walk, and then end the day with leftover poutine, and we finally start watching Severance. So today we drove a total of 0 kilometers and biked for I don't even know how many, but my legs feel it. So that would be 0 brown stitches and 100 green stitches to represent how many kilometers we drove today.
See you next time on